All right, we're going to take a look at doors that swing away from us, or inward doors going inward into classroom or building, office building, anything like that. So in this technique, we've typically had people utilizing rams and things like this. If we're thinking about moving dynamically through a structure, know that we can breach most of those doors that we breach with a ram just as quick, if not quicker, with a Halligan. So when we look at that, the technique that we're going to utilize, and we kind of got it as far as barricaded with the wood right now, equal to what you're going to find in classrooms for lockdown, and then we're going to make it a little bit more barricaded, a little bit more reinforced, and show you some other techniques to get through on that. So the first one we're going to look at is this door opens in this manner, obviously. So we want to jam our ads in right behind that door jamb. If we're having any issues with that, we can kind of lean up against that. Unfortunately, there's no way around really on this one about getting right in front of this door. So as soon as we are able to catch that, we want to keep an eye on where our pike is. We're going to be pushing in the opposite direction of our pike. So on this one, we're going to be pushing down. If we were doing it from the other side, we'd be pushing up, and we'll show you that technique also. What we want to keep in mind, though, is where our power is. So whenever I know that we're going to be pushing down, I usually go just above where my hip is. So as I hold that in, I can just place my weight completely down on there. And that's where we're going to create the gap. So we're going to gap this door right here. So as soon as that's in, I'm just going to leverage, push straight down. And we ended up breaking through that one. If you're having any issues with not being able to breach that, we can do a clearing technique where we actually go in and we have the butt end of our ads against that door, and our ads itself is caught on the opposite side of the door jamb, and we can push our way through right in there. So let's do that again, and we'll make it a little bit beefier. All right, we're going to go a little bit beefier on this door here. Same technique, we're going to push that in, capture that right behind the door jamb. Usually keep one hand kind of keeping that against that door, and then apply that force right here. And now we get to a point where I have gapped this as far as I can go. That's sitting right there. So our options are a couple. One, I can try and clear that, which is the technique we just talked about, where I'm going to actually rest that back here, keep that just sitting in here. So the end of my ads is up against the door jamb, the butt of it is against that door, and I can start trying to force that. See where we're at. Now we got that. It's still a little bit harder. As soon as I get a deep enough gap, I can actually go inside that door frame at that point and go ahead and finish that force. Just like that. We'll barricade it even a little bit more, and that way we'll bring our wedges into it on this next one.